Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome to my Grasslands Animal Pack DLC kind of first look overview, including the free 1.12 update, which comes out tomorrow if you're watching this on Monday. As you can see here, I've got a nice little diorama setup, diorama, however you choose to say it, which is actually a feature that's included with the free 1.12 update. But I thought it'd be kind of fun. There's 9 new animals, technically 8 new animals, and insects. Are insects animals? I don't really know. But anyway, so we've got 9 new animals, and so I thought it'd be fun to do 9 dioramas with them. So this is the 9-banded Armadillo. So you can see the nice little kind of rocky grassland thing I did here. I tried to do kind of like these cutout tunnel things to show, because they do burrow in real life. So I was like, I tried to do that. I don't know. But anyway, here's the armadillos. They're very tiny. They're very small. Kind of like the Twilight Pack DLC. All the animals, these guys are super tiny, but look at them. Look at how so cute they are. They're little snoots, little tiny noses. Also, I love just the front team at Frontier always does such a good job with the animals. But looking at just the little tufts of fur and stuff underneath them, it's so well done. Love it. Just wandering around, but they do use burrows. You can see I kind of just placed some around. This one's kind of in a tree. Yeah, they're fun little guys. They're tiny and they're cute. They swim too, which I don't know why was surprising to me. I don't know. They just don't look like swimmers, but I saw one swimming earlier. They're just so tiny. It's the way they walk. They're so fun. Oh, there we go. There's one. It's about to go into the water. Yeah, see? Next up, we have the maned wolf, which I try to give him a kind of a little South America themed tropical little habitat here. Had some fun with the murky waterfall. You see it's actually kind of flowing off the side there. Yeah, these guys are really cool looking with their kind of striped mane going down their back there. Yeah, they're very for wolves, they're very tall and kind of lanky. Almost to me look more like coyotes. Oh, this is something so cute. The way that dogs sleep all curled up like that. Oh, you heard me. Oh, it's dinner time. It's dinner time. Are we gonna run down? Yeah, we are. Animal sounds. Also, always super good in this game. The team always does just such a great job. Oh, I'm getting some new food. There we go. Gotta get some fresh fruits and veggies in there. Some watermelon slices. It's so fun watching them eat. Next up, we have the Caracal, which you may recognize this habitat. This is one I actually made way back in my very first zoo series that I did on YouTube, which is called Wildlife World. This is my Caracal Bazaar inspired theme from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I tried to, even though this is the Grasslands Pack, I tried to give the animals a varied looking diorama habitat. So we have desert here for these guys. They're floppy ears and they're so cute. Look at them. Yeah, I love the cats. Are always fun just because, I don't know, cats are just, they're great animals. These guys are especially fun with their just huge floppy ears, and they actually kind of flop around as they walk. They're a lot of fun. So here we have the red-necked wallaby, and because these guys are located in Australia, for some reason that just made me think of like beaches. So I kind of gave them like a beach-themed habitat here, with some really nice kind of tropical blue-looking water. Very obviously very similar to like kangaroos. These guys are a lot of fun too. I love when they kind of stand up straight. They also lay down, very similar to the kangaroos, where they kind of just look like they're like lounging. They're like, hey, just relaxing here, hanging out on the beach. Oh, nope. One zooming around over there. Hold on, see if we can get him. He's growing. He's like, I'm running. Oh, they're meeting up to hang out and talk. Have a little socialize. Meanwhile, the one over there is just hitting the beach ball around. But yeah, these guys are a lot of fun. Watching them hop around, although none of them are hopping around right now, but watching them hop around is always a lot of fun. All right, here we have the emus. And again, if you've kind of been following my channel at all or watched any of my live streams, you might recognize some of these buildings. These are the mine buildings I made for Aurora Zoo, which was my Arctic themed zoo. I just thought, I don't know, I was trying to think of something different to do for these guys, and that's the theme I went. The sort of abandoned mine. But yeah, the emus, kind of similar to ostriches. I don't know like how close in relation they actually are to ostriches, but they look very similar, you know. This guy's going really slow. Almost feel like he's like stalking his prey or something. Maybe he's just going into the long grass. Also, I feel like with this update being the Grasslands Pack, I feel like the long grass terrain type is a lot longer. I don't recall it being that long before, which is really cool. You know, obviously being the Grasslands DLC, and all these animals that kind of live in tall grass, is really cool to see that they it appears that they've made the tall grass terrain type really tall. And here's the diorama I made for the striped hyena, also a building I used in my previous zoo, Wildlife World. Yeah, just gave them this like really big dome for them to kind of hang around and play in. There's something about the hyenas, like they just look very mischievous, like the spotted hyenas that we already have. These guys, I love their little like mohawk that they got going all the way down their back. I got a mohawk too, so you know, I gotta appreciate the mohawk. It's a good look. Yeah, again, just like the texture of like the fur and everything is just, man, it's spectacular. Like Frontier is just, I say this with every DLC release, but it's just the amount of detail they put into the animals is, it's just amazing. It's so good. Is the guy gonna play with the box here? Oh, no, actually, it sounds like it might be dinner time. Maybe, possibly. Or you just don't know where you're running. All right. I'll let you run around there, buddy. Here we have the blue wildebeest. Both the blue wildebeest and the striped hyenas live in Africa. So I tried to make their habitats, tried to make them as different as possible. So this one I kind of went with like a natural kind of bridge, and then like a tunnel that goes down underneath. That's sort of their sleeping area, you know, and then go in there and get out from underneath the sun. Yeah, this is another one where the animal model and just the fur and the detail is just, it's just so good. Their little like goatee they got going on, and the horns. Yeah, I know. Yeah, these guys are just so good. Like, I feel like I could reach out and like I know what his like fur is gonna feel like. Like their little meh. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the new exhibit animal, which are the butterflies. And there's quite a few butterflies, actually. You know, usually when we get an exhibit animal, it's just one exhibit animal. But for the butterflies, we got the cloudless sulfur, European peacock, Menelaus, blue morpho, monarch, and old world swallowtail. I think I definitely messed up one of those, but again, just trying to make the dioramas kind of unique for each animal. I kind of went with the snowy Arctic look, and the butterflies do make use of the new walkthrough habitat. So we got these with the 1.11 update that came along with the Twilight Pack DLC that had the bats. So we've got all new like enrichment items. You can see we've got like the hanging baskets. We've got like the little houses here. You can see one of the butterflies. I put all the butterflies in here so that we could see them all. Yeah, they're looking really, really good. We also, I believe this netting is new with this update. I don't think we had netting with the when we got the bats, but I could be mistaken. And you can see one of them flying around there. But yeah, as we you know, when we got bats, everybody was like, oh man, does this mean we're gonna start getting some more flying animals? And you know, the very next update we have butterflies. So that's really cool, because that definitely gives me more hope about, you know, maybe getting some birds in the future. This could all be kind of building up to getting birds. I would say if we do get birds, they will 100% make use of these walkthrough habitats. I just don't see them using birds in any other way. I should say flying birds. We obviously have birds in the game, but flying birds. But yeah, these guys are they're really fun to watch kind of just flutter around. Yeah, it's a great little addition to the game. Of course, this being a all animal pack, there are no building pieces, which I know for the folks who really enjoy building more than anything, the animal packs aren't always the most exciting. But we did get some new signs. So we have like a nice little butterfly sign that actually moves. You can see the wings moving there a little bit. We've got the wildebeest. Got the other butterflies, which I really like. They're also like they're see-through, which is pretty cool. So, you know, we always get animal signs when we get new animals. So this is all we have. Because again, this is just an animal pack, not one of the regular packs. We've got pole too. Let me put the butterflies on maybe. The Wallaby. Oh, I favorited that. I love it. Makes a little kissy sound when you click on it. And then we have statues, of course, too. We also have with the new DLC, there's a new career scenario, which actually follows, if you got the Twilight Pack, this new career scenario actually follows the same narrative story from the previous scenario. So that's really cool. So something else that Frontier is kind of experimenting with, doing like a, you know, kind of overarching story between career scenarios. And of course, there's also the 1.12 update, which we had already talked about, comes with the new diorama mode here, which I'll show you here in a second how you actually do it. It's super easy. There's also a new Bulldozer Tool, which is also very easy. You can see there's a new button down here. So you can click on that and you actually have a whole bunch of options. If you've played Jurassic World Evolution games, very similar to that. You can, if you want to select, you know, the kind of things you want to bulldoze. So if you're like, I only want to get rid of construction and nature. So you have your little bulldoze tool here. You can adjust, you know, want it like really small area. You can adjust the height if you want really tall or short. And then you just click, and as simple as that, you can just start deleting if you want to. So a very, very useful tool, very powerful. So just make sure if you use it that you're selecting the things that you actually want to delete. You don't want to accidentally delete something you want to keep. Of course, we have the undo, but yeah, so very cool new tool we have here. Yeah, if you want to try out the new diorama mode, I just go down here to Sandbox, do a new zoo, select whatever biome and continent you want, and then it's going to be under here, the new terrain type. Well, it's not that new. We got this a few updates ago, but where before you could choose flat and sculpted or different height maps, now you have diorama, and then you just click create zoo, and then there you have it. You have a perfectly square floating piece of terrain that you can do whatever you want with. You could actually, if you want, you can extend it out. I haven't tested the limits, but as you can see, you can go pretty far. Or if you want, you could just completely just take away the whole terrain until you're just left with nothing. Just a big old empty map. And last but not least, of course, is the new guided tours feature, which comes with the 1.12 update. We first saw these actually in the announcement trailer for Planet Zoo way back when, and we finally have them in the game now. But as you can see, like, it works. It's exactly what it says it is. You set up these little points around your zoo, kind of connect them all, make sure you've got a educator in there, and then just like if like the animal talks we've had for a while, the educator will get their little microphone out and start talking about, you know, whatever animal that you set up that talking point for. So it's a really cool feature. I'm super glad that we got those. But to show you how we actually can create those. So we're here in the Twilight Pack Zoo that I made only because it's the smallest zoo I have and doesn't take 10 minutes to load into, which, by the way, this zoo is up on the Steam Workshop if you want to check it out. Of course, you would need the Twilight Pack DLC to see it, but it's definitely worth it. I have a overview of that DLC as well if you want to check it out after this one. I'll put it up in the corner right there. But yeah, to set up the new guided tours, super easy. So under here in facilities, so you have your new tour point, and you basically just like anything else, like the talking points or the education boards, you just kind of put them in front of the habitats you want. So like we'll go over here. Yeah, I actually already have a talking point there, but we can do a guided tour as well. We'll put one there, and maybe we'll do one over here by the foxes. So then to set up your tour, so you click on the tour point, select your animal just like you would with any of the education boards or things like that. And then you can see here you have no tours, so just click the plus. Now you've got a tour. So you get your tour manager open, and then you're gonna select tour start, and you just select any of the tour points that you want to be the beginning of your tour. So we're gonna select that one. We're gonna hit confirm, and then select all the other points that are gonna be in your tour. So like we have one over there, then we have one over here by the skunks. Hit confirm, and then the tour end will be over here by the bats. Hit confirm. Now the other thing I did, and I don't necessarily, I think you have to do this, but you create a new work zone. I called it tour, right? And then I selected only the tour points and then also a staff room, because the game will yell at you unless you do. So we have our tour work zone there, and then we'll hire an educator, and we're gonna give that educator that work zone. And then that's all there is to it. And then you can see here we've got an educator hanging out, waiting for the start of the tour, and we've got a couple people waiting there as well. And then when the tour starts, they take out their little sign, and the people just follow them around, kind of like little Pied Piper action. But that's really all there is to it. Pretty simple. And then, like I showed you, they just go around to all the points that you set up and do a little animal talk about whatever habitat you assigned it to. So very cool. Like I said, I'm super happy that we finally got these guided tours that we saw in the announcement trailer back in, I don't know, what was it, early mid 2019. So very cool. Yeah, so that's my kind of overview first look at the Planet Zoo Grasslands Animal Pack DLC plus the free 1.12 update. Let me know in the comments. You know, I always ask, are you excited about this pack? I know like I said, these animal packs are very divisive amongst the Planet Zoo community. But let me know what your thoughts are, and as always, be sure to leave comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And if you would like to check out my current Planet Zoo series, it's called Meridian Springs. I'll link that up in the corner. It is a Horizon Zero Dawn / Forbidden West inspired zoo. And we're almost finished with the zoo, so make sure to go check out that series. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.